Hello. Whirly noise. Oh wow, that one's more laggy. Computer? Why is computer doing this? YouTube. YouTube website was just lagging. Cool. Okay. Well, it's time to get started. Let's get it on the roll. Oh, right. The beeping true. Big chocolate milk with coffee in it. Oh. So yesterday, after the stream, I I, I I I wrote a bit more Rust. I finished the implementation. Uh, into the night. Is it? What's this? Was this where I Tuesday? Tuesday is it? Wednesday. It is Wednesday. That was yesterday? Man, it feels like it's just always been there. Anyways, yeah, this is yesterday's work. And then you can see I came back. I just wrote a bunch of code. Lots and lots of code. Yeah. Anyways, what needs to be done is I need to edit the Docker file. Wait. Oh, did I already do it? When? Oh, it's Kano. Can you go like... Nice. Uh... Sure, Docker file. Yay, syntax highlighting. Okay. Um, is this gonna work? I didn't realize this was already made. Let's give it a go. I thought I was about to write this. StrafeNet, it is called the game RPC with an R. And then we go Podman, build, and then we tag it as game RPC. Okay, I'm gonna look at the examples. I'll probably... Okay, so this is the setting I need. Then we go over here to the drone settings, Docker file, and then I gotta sneeze. And I can rename this. And then now I do this. What? Oh, I didn't need to do that. We can just undo that. I just need to do that. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll explain what's going on. It's erroring. Failed to compute recipe. Failed to parse manifest. Okay, registry index was not found in any configuration. Oh. Valid, actually. So this is how you do that. So let's do copy recursive strafesnet or strafeclient.cargo and copy that into this directory. Okay, so now this file, cargo config, it says this is a registry, this is the URL, and then now it can know where it is. Okay, try it again. Why is it doing that? Alright, build that container. If this succeeds, I could just test it like right now. CPU go burr. 100%. Oh. It builds twice, right? 15 seconds. Great song. Alright, now builds again. Use more cores. More cores. I have 32 cores. Well, 32 threads. What is it doing? It succeeded. Oh, Spain is calling me. Spain. Oh, is that? No. Probably not. Oh, No, it stopped. Mum? Is that mum? Okay, so... Okay, what if I do... So it needs a few environment variables to function. And those are this one, that one, and that one. But what I can do is I can just go like equals empty string, and then it'll at least try to do something maybe. And then I'll do like, oh goodness, oh I have to like, oh it doesn't take any of the environment, that's right. I love the exact same line over and over again with one thing different. It's housey. That's sort of house music style of progression. If you actually like that, house music is great. Okay, so this isn't gonna work. It needs... How does it work? Okay, so game. It's only game. Make file. Okay, so with this, sure, make file. E. Okay, that's it. You just go E. Okay. So we can do podman run E. And then game or PC, I guess localhost. Latest. Thread main panicked. True. Okay, so what happened was it couldn't connect to the simple internal API to provide the more complicated middleman API. Which, like, obviously, because it's not running on the right server. So I can't test it locally. I'm gonna have to publish it. But it built, so I mean, we're ready to go. Okay, shout about it. Okay, has there been... Where? Yes, so I started Rust, and then after that there was other things. Surely there's a staging branch, right? Oh, there it is. Cool. Should I do a full replacement? Because like I have this like spooky branch that just is floating here and has no connection with the original code, which is how the code actually works. And I probably should have done this from the beginning, where it's like it's like its own code path that doesn't depend on any other code. But what I did instead was I just deleted all of the, so this is the trash icon. I deleted all the Python scripts and then added Rust stuff. I think it's a lesson for next time. If I rewrite another thing in Rust, I think I'll just keep all the history and it's fine. Uh-oh, do I need to rebase? I might need to rebase. So maybe I should just do it anyways. Shout about it. So merge, no, other way. Staging, merge, merge Rust into staging. Do not share common asset store. Interesting. So there was changes, but there should be nothing because it's deleting the file. Is that good? What has happened to the files? Do we have a bunch of Python files? Yeah. So there's a bunch of Python files here. I think I might actually do the thing because it's just gonna be weird about it. So I'm gonna reset staging. Or maybe, you know, I could just like hard reset it. Let's see, is the master branch still chilling? This comment will remain, right? Because it's part of the history. Okay, surely. Okay, so I'm just gonna hard. Does that make sense? Because like, if I want to get rid of the Python files before this merge, I need to rebase, and then that does all the timestamps. So I may as well just do the entire thing. And use the spooky branch, because I think it's cool. It's cool. It is cool. All right. Hard reset. Okay, so what's going on? We got Rust 2, no intermediate serialization. Is that the same as this? 0 to 0. Okay, so that is exactly the same. So now if we go here, and then we just like take all the comments. Cherry pick. And then when you know A okay, this cherry pick. And then now we look at the diff, 0 to 0, so they're the exact same, except Rust 2 has no history of touching Python. It doesn't touch it. Ooh, the Python. What does it say if I do? Oh no, the other one. Eintool estimate hours, and then proper spelling. 42 hours on Rust. Cool. Okay. Great. Okay, so now instead of doing, I'll do I just made random hand signals. That's not me. Doesn't have any meaning. Okay, I gotta do the option I saw where you merge in a cool way. Damn, it's hot. Um. Okay, so I take this branch. Okay, checkout staging, and then we merge. Does that make sense to merge? Or should I just reset? What happens if we merge? Merge into staging. Options, allow unrelated histories. Merge. Conflicts. Resolve. So we want this one only. And then this one also, we want this one only. And then what does that look like? Rust. So it's taking this floating spooky branch and okay, do I like this or do I want to just hard reset and there's like no connection to this history? I think this is okay to like merge unrelated histories. Rust 2. Welcome to Rust 2. The difference with this and what I just did is that there's no lingering Python files, he said confidently. Oh. Never mind. Alright, we're just gonna hard reset. Staging to this comment. Hard. Interesting. Okay. So I will do this. So create branch at comment called Python. Yeah. Is there any new code? Surely not, right? Yeah, okay. So the Python will have its own little branch. It'll remain in our hearts forever, but we will ignore it. Okay, I think that covers all of it. Okay, staging. Here we go. This is gonna run the stuff. Hold on. Oh, I gotta put the virtual machine actually. What should I do about that? 6 is over here. We'll go to 9. 9. Like this. And then we'll do like this. 6, 5, R vert. So I gotta boot the virtual machine. Because we actually need to test it. Testing? What's that? What's testing? And Roblox doesn't run on Linux. Very annoying. It used to. It used to run great. I used to get 700 frames per second. Then they're like, blocked. Cool. Thanks, Roblox. Okay, so now what? I wanted to nightly get... Oh, I actually can't do it on this one. Firefox. So I'm gonna watch the CI. What are the chances it just works? Okay, this one. Okay, you're loud. Great. This does not exist. Feel the funk. Okay, now I got my eye on here. Oh, you know what I should do is I should make the staging place use the thing. The thing. It's called game. Okay, can I please game? Game. That one. So it goes like spoof staging into Beha main. So it's gonna think that it's a real game. That's the idea. What branch is this? Game. It's only game. Is this gonna just stay open? It is, okay. So Rust API. It'd be nice if I could just push that. But I need the keys. I guess does it matter? Spoof staging. Okay, so this will publish a Roblox place when I do this. And then now, when I go here, oh, it's already done. So that just ran. This thing just ran, and it published a Roblox place. And so it should connect to the staging database through the Python RPC. This is normal stuff. Cool. Okay. So now I am going to replace the entire thing from underneath, and it's going to break everything. Surely, right? Okay, so we go over here. Push force staging. Okay, so now we're looking here. Deploying. No, this is building actually. This is based on Rust. Watch me break the entire game when I click this button. Basically, yeah, that's basically what's going on. So it'll probably take about 5 minutes to first build it, and then deploy it, and then roll over the high availability containers with Kubernetes. Its name did all that stuff. Its name is the cloud architect of bHub. He's also a cloud architect for a defense contractor. He's a very high quality individual. Deploy. It's deploying. Okay. Success. What does it look like? Did we get an error? Okay, it's probably not deployed yet. Probably we'll get like a cannot connect to database or some kind of error like that. Surely, right? Overqualified? Absolutely overqualified. Okay, I can't. So it used to be that I could open this and then it would show me the server logs. But its name sort of changed how it works. And so now, in order to give me access to the logs that I want to see, he would have to give me access to all of his stuff, and like he's got a lot of stuff going on, so sadly I can't actually directly debug it. I'll have to sort of guess. If it doesn't if it doesn't break in the next 3 minutes, I have no idea how long it's gonna take. I think it took like a minute or two last time I deployed the Python code updates to production. Ask him to send you logs. I mean, it's supposed to be in real time. I guess we could do like a sesh and like he shares his screen or something. Where's the errors? Okay, if I open a world record list, that sends a database request. Surely it's not just working, right? I have no idea. Is it still on the Python code? Okay, so I need a big checklist. Who is this? Gibson Brothers. Cuba is the song I'm thinking of. Just like this. So basically I need to go through every single module here and test every single function. Create bot, delete bot, data store, create equipment, delete equipment. I feel like it it might just be working. Because, like, it's been 3 minutes. RTV, it just... Does that have a database request? I don't know. Okay. Map ambient. I really want to see statistics and like is it actually faster? Is it using less memory? Is it better, stronger, faster? There's no freaking errors. I don't know if it's running. I don't even know if it's running. Right, so this, can I do this? Are you sure you want to delete quaternion time? Response equals nil, status equals 0. Status equals 0 means success. RPC is RPCing. Maybe. Oh, look at that. Is there a reliable way to test if it's running properly? I could change the code to like send back a signal to say, "Hi, I'm the new RPC. Hi." I got no idea. It might have failed to deploy or something, or because like there's failure prevention stuff on the Kubernetes deployment where if the container crashes, it restarts it. So what might be happening is that the Python code is just still running, and it tried to start the Rust container, but it crashed. And so it's just crashing continuously, and it never actually deployed. That could be something that's happening. I just have no idea if it's running, because I coded it to be the exact same. I guess I need to code it to not be the exact same. What if I make a greetings module? There should be some status check that you can see on your end if the database has crashed. That's more like the logs stuff and like the thing. I don't know. Catching errors would be nice too. It returns errors to the caller. So like if there is an error, it'll say there was an error. A lot of the time. Sometimes it won't. Like in here there is some requests like so this means send error back to the caller. So these, if they fail, the request doesn't reach the OK status and it fails the request. This is deleting a time from the database. This is submitting a new time. So in here, if it fails to delete the previous bot, doesn't really matter, because like it didn't really do that anyways. Yeah, and then it also ignores if it fails to create a new bot, but that doesn't happen for the most part. If the bot fails to create, that's very bad, but let's finish the request. That's what I wrote. If it stopped here, then it wouldn't reply with all the info the game wants to like announce your time and like tell you what you got and stuff like that. Like most likely if one of these requests fails, they all fail. Does that allow 2 world records for the same category if it can't delete an old bot? The bots are referenced by the times, so there would just be a different time that references a different bot. It's not like there is the world record bot. It's just a file. And then the time says, use this file for my playback. So no. What do I do? Serve. Ready to serve. It's just saving it. Not even. It's already saved. This is putting the... It's creating the information. So, yeah, this is my time. How the hell does this work? What? So, okay, so that's interesting. It's like referencing both ways. This name made it so nice. Like I upload the bot as a file. I create the time right here. Oh, this is update. Create is in this branch. If you get a time and you didn't previously have any time, I create a time, and then I get the ID. So it gets passed up to here. Is this an ID message? I'm confused. Oh, there it is. .id. Okay, yeah, so this sends back what the time ID is, and it's just like a number that says, that identifies the time. And then it creates a entry in the bot's database that's not a file. It says this bot is this time ID and this file on this date apparently as well. And then afterwards, when I query the database for a time, it recognizes that there is a bot associated to that time and includes the information to with the time. So like look at this. Bot. Okay, so here this is a GET request. So this is getting your personal best time at the beginning of so time submit is like you beat the map. And maybe you already had a time, maybe you didn't have a time. It doesn't know, so it fetches a list of all times that you've got on this map, in this style, in this mode, on this game. One time, because you should only have one time. And then into iter next is like, it's a list, and then it grabs the first thing out of the list. So it's a time, maybe, the list might have 0. And then if there is a time here in the list, that's the time. And then the time maybe has a bot. So bot is option bot. So maybe it's some bot, or maybe it's none, and there's nothing there. So if there is some bot, then delete the old bot because you got a new time. Right? So I queried the database for a time, and I got back a data structure that includes a reference to a bot, or possibly includes a reference to a bot. And that's cool. It's cool that like, I just made these separate things, and then now the relational database puts the information together. So it also does the same thing with maps. So that's why, if you remember in 2020, before the update, there would sometimes be like missing usernames, missing map names in like the server list and stuff. Sometimes it would have missing information, and now nothing is missing. That's because of the relational database upgrade, I guess. The users, there's a users database, and it fills in the username for each time. So it's like the username is always there. When you fetch a list of times, it includes a username for every single time. It's super nice. And like, there's all these strict requirements as well, where in order to create a time, the map must exist. The user must exist. You cannot get a time on a map that doesn't exist. You cannot get a time for a user that does not exist. So there's like prerequisites for creating different data. It's very fault resistant, where like, if you do it the wrong way, it will not work, and then you just have to do it differently. And in that way, there's not like these, oh no, the data wasn't there sort of issues. If you can't tell, I really like what its name did with the new database. It's a completely new database. He rewrote it. In 2022. Did I say 2020? I meant 2022. 2017 through 2022 was the old database. Would you update the name from the player ID in the database? So that's users. So that request would be update. And you have a user request, and optionally you provide a new username to replace the old one. And that happens, so this isn't directly provided to the game because it doesn't have this serve method enabled. So that happens in players on join. So when they join the game, it tries to get their user. So it's like, okay, here's a player, this is their user ID, get the user information, and if there's a user, great, nice. But if there was an error and the status code was that the user was not found, then create a new user. Oh, do I not update the username? I forgot to do something. Player. Players. Join. Ooh, I don't think I wrote this. Okay, keep this open. Oh, can you not open multiple? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Okay, so if the username is not equal, yeah, okay. I forgot to write this. Okay. How to run this open use project is this VS Code by computer. What? Are you like trying to download and run my code? This is a private code base, unfortunately. I'm thinking like, is there a reason for it to be private? And I'm not really sure. Okay, I gotta add new code here. I'm wondering what I should do. Do I need to wait? So I do need to wait for this request to finish, but I don't need to wait. Okay. Oh, it's separate. Oh, okay. I suppose it can live right here. So we can go like this. So it returns the user, but if username does not equal request dot username. Do I need to stir these? Maybe. Do I ever call this function? Users. Update references. Find all references. I see. So that's the only reference. So I definitely did not do this. Woman, I don't need nobody. Okay. Shh. So I don't actually care if this request fails. So what is that? Okay, so state ID is just default. Yes, please. Okay, so for this user ID, update their username. I think this is gonna complain about ownership rules here. It'll be like, actually you requested this username. Oh, is it not? Is it just gonna work? Why? Does that not take ownership? I guess not. Oh, nothing else references it. Oh, okay, so it's allowed to take ownership. Oh. 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 Oops. I was updating the username with the existing username. Now is there issues? Why not? Oh. Oh, it changes it to references. Okay. So it's not taking ownership of the data. That's why. Cool. So I'm reading pub fnne, and then the ampersand is reference, and then other is also ampersand. So it's using references of the two strings instead of taking ownership of the data and then like testing it. It's like references to the data and testing the references, which I did not know, but it makes perfect sense. And then this thing actually takes ownership of the data. It's moved into here and it goes away. Okay, so update the username if it has changed. Neato. Burrito. Okay. So I actually forgot to write code there. Rust just knows to compare the character sequence automatically. Yeah, like in C++ you have like stir, and like it's kind of finicky to do strings and stuff. But Rust, they have the niceties because like it's a 2013 language. It's not a 1980 language. So like they expect you to work with strings. That's why there's like 20 different string types, because like the idea is like, well, if we're working with operating system paths like C, users, quaternions, it's a little bit nicer to have a dedicated type for that, where you can like append paths and like find folders and then like use it as a path instead of just being a string. So there's a dedicated type called path. And then if you're doing raw data, it's not quite a string. Strings are UTF-8, and so there's all sorts of like, well, if we're using this specifically, it's a little bit nicer to have a dedicated type. So that's why there's so many string types in Rust. Is because it's like honing in on a specific usage and trying to make that excellent, which of course I love. Okay, so that is a change to the code. No way. Update username if it's changed. I wonder what else I forgot to write. Okay, so I'm not gonna push it right away. I need to know, is it running? I've got to know. Is it just serving, silently being a hero, serving requests? Okay, how should I do this? I think I'm just gonna make an entirely, an entirely new service, and it'll be the hello service. New file, hello.rs. So we're gonna steal a simple service like this, and there is no such thing as this or this. It is a empty struct. We don't need any arguments. Self makes self. And then greet. is the greet function. And then we can do the same thing here. And then it does nothing, it just exists. It's a function that exists only on the new database. So we can tell that it's running at all. Okay, RPC, we need to add this goober to the goober code. How do that? Do it. What? Oh. Is that all right? Doesn't matter. Okay, so cool. And then now this exists. And then now in the RPC, this is how I add a new service. The hello service. Hello serve. Amazing. And then hello. Create hello service. And then same deal here. It just creates it with no args. Hello. Create hello service new, and it doesn't need anything because it just says hi. It doesn't actually fetch any data or need anything. Like these are the ones that are actually doing work. So there's all these arguments. Okay, I think that's it. Why? Overwrite. Hello. Does it build? No. Create. That's true. I didn't change this. Greet. So this is unused. It doesn't like that. That's okay. There we go. All right. We're building. You should check the hello code. Okay, so the layout is a bit different. So in Python, you need to use like this exceptions and like errors. But in Rust, errors are values, and I can also have implicit returns in code blocks that I just have this at the bottom of the block, and it returns it to the caller, which returns it to the caller, which is this. Caller is not a good. It like returns it to the super block as an expression. So equals. It's like this is basically a function. This is an async code block that acts a lot like a function. It's rather complicated actually. So then this thing is only running here. So this is a asynchronous join operation. So I've created all of these different futures, which is like a job that hasn't been started. So this is a future, this is a future. So these are all sorts of different things that need to happen when the player joins the game, but don't depend on each other. So I can run them all at the same time and wait for them all to finish. And that's async, baby. I went pretty hard with this. I went full async. So here is the user response, and you see this is the user response. So both of these, so this is a match statement here. It's matching this function call. So this is getting the user, and it returns a user response, and then if it exists, it goes into this block of the match statement, and if it doesn't exist, because there was an error, it goes into this block of the match statement. And then both of these return a user, whether or not there was an error. And because both of them return a user, that goes up. It's the like implicit return that I was talking about. It's kind of complicated. There's so much to cover in Rust. There's so much syntax and like cool stuff. Okay, what I'm doing is adding this. Say hello. Okay, I'm pushing this. That will build and deploy just because I pressed that one button. So now I'm going to go over to the game code. The game is only game. And I am going to make a command. Do I have misc? I need to make like a miscellaneous command. Misc. Okay. Please. Misc. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then, how did I not see that? Okay. So basically, we have the RPC. We can make requests. Okay, basically it's like this. Hello. Hello Rust. We'll just do hello Rust. So hello service greet method. And then the arguments are nothing. Can I just do nothing? 0. No. The database says hello. Error. Cool. Okay. That ought to do it. So now we go to the game. Say hello. What you say, buddy? Push that code into staging, and then now we leave the game. Oh, status not okay. 5. Ooh. Fake players. Fake. What is 5? 5. 5. 5. 5. Success. 5. 5. 5. GRP status codes, please. Status codes. 5 not found. Oh. Okay, so it's just like there's no time for that or something like that. Okay. So it wasn't anything. Okay, now what I want to do is shut down. This is staging. Rejoin, and then say hello. Okay, so we're opening the server, and then we're gonna do hello Rust. Method is not implemented, so we are not talking to Rust, or at least we're not talking to the new database. Which is probably why it's working so well, because it's already tested and it's the Python one that was already working. It could just not be deployed yet. I was saying that it could take like 5 minutes to deploy. You can't really tell when it upgrades because it's high availability. It's seamless. So like their servers will be running. It brings up the new servers, runs them at the same time, and serves requests between both, and then shuts down the old one. So you never see downtime. Kubernetes. That's Kubernetes, baby. Let's try again. Method is not implemented. Hello, Rust. Method is not implemented. So I could make a complicated Rube Goldberg machine to try and debug this, where like when it starts deploying the Rust code, it uploads errors to paste bin or something insane. But I'm probably just gonna get its name to help. Buh, 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 buh. Failure. Ending in failure. Error logs, exactly. Let's try one more time. Damn. 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 Oh. Okay. Rust. So we can do like this, and then go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this, reset. Oh, drop. And then we do this with lease. Beautiful. All right. Okay, it is now untested. Like it's transformed back into default mode where like there's no database connection with the red bar at the top. Yeah. Well, that's all I can do really. I did all I can do. I wrote the whole thing. I'm gonna put this coffee away. I don't need all the coffee. chance of cheese today. Gotta go. See ya. Thanks for tuning in. Oh. Can't test it without the testing environment. And it didn't deploy properly, so that's about it. Deployments. Super cool stuff. Feels accomplished to be able to do this sort of thing. This was like black magic wizardry when its name was doing it, and it's taken me what, 4 years to learn a fraction of his power. I'm just using the stuff that he has set up. So like, he has this entire deployment infrastructure, and I'm just using it. Just using it is a fraction of his power. It was a learning experience. We're all good? That was dangerous. I have cut myself on stream before while trying to eat cheese. I missed the cheese knife. That was really nice. It broke. It's fixable, but I am so lazy. Cheese wire. I had like a wire. It was fancy. It was like granite. Very fancy. I miss it. It made the cheese very nice. Haven't seen you in 6 months. You're the XFCE guy. Do you still use XFCE? It's been a long time since I used XFCE. I've switched over to Hyperland, and it was great until they added lag a couple weeks ago. So I had to stop using it because like the only reason I was using it was because it didn't lag. So now I'm using Sway. So Sway NVIDIA. Where does it get this from? Which is like i3. It's like an i3 but Wayland. It's pretty cool. Like, I love how fast it is to alt tab. Like, that's how fast alt tabbing is. One frame. Like, you just press the hotkey and there's no like alt tab. It's like boom, you're there instantly. Excellent for productivity. Been using GNOME for 2 to 3 years. GNOME is nice. If it doesn't get in your way, then there's no problem. Personally, I've really come to like the tiling window manager sort of thing, where like there's no overlap between windows. They always tile the entire screen, and you can have more or less of one window, but it's all full screen. And like, you don't have to like find a title bar and like drag it around or resize it or anything. You're just like, oh, I want to move the window over there. Boom. There's a hotkey and I can just drag the window. The same hotkey actually works for GNOME. It's the Windows key and the mouse. Not really a big fan of tiling. It is definitely an acquired taste. There's a huge entry fee of like what the hell is going on. But for productivity, it's worth it. For relaxation, it's quite bad actually, because like if I'm sitting there watching YouTube videos and I have to change to a different window, I have to reach over and press like a key combination or something. That's awful. But when you're like working and you're going like back and forth, documentation code, amazing. What do I do now? I can't work on this. Is that it for today? If its name doesn't respond, he's probably working too. I've only been streaming for an hour. I finished all the code yesterday. Rust is so addicting. Is there anything I wanted to make better? Let's see, did I have any to-dos in here? To-do. To do today. What to do today? I have a lot of to-dos. I write that a lot, and then I just never go back. Triangle strips, that's cool. Strafe client. Oh, so I don't have any to-dos in the RPC. Well, why don't I b-hop for a bit? So let's do king. This is fine, right? Doesn't lag. Nice. Six months ago. Was I working on my game engine back then? This is the game engine. Oh, didn't make that. Is this your own engine? Yeah. The Rust engine. I am trying to work my way towards getting back into coding it. It's such a huge project, and like I kind of have to do the whole thing and like keep going, right? Because otherwise, it's been like 4 months and I don't remember how it works and everything, so I'm sure I can get back in. It'll just take a few weeks. I've been using my effort on other things. Oops. So I started with my asset tool. Roblox changed something. What did they change? They made it so that the... Oops, that's a bug. They made it so that the upload API doesn't work anymore. Thanks, Roblox. they deprecated it for years and then finally removed it. But I was using it to as how my place publishing works, how the deployment works. So that's like in here in the game when I publish the code, there's a CI procedure that uses a tool to turn the code into a Roblox place and then upload the place. And the old version of that was using the old API. And so I wrote my own version. Its name wrote the original one in 2020. Amazing. And then now, 4 years later, I wrote my own version in Rust. And I had that sitting around, but it was like not quite in shape to take on the job. So I banged it into shape and added the new API that is supposed to replace the old API. It's kind of awful, but also kind of great. There's good parts and bad parts. It's missing functionality that was possible with the old API, but you now have like more granular access instead of just like a Roblox account that can do anything. You have API keys with specific access, which is nice. And yeah, so I actually today used my work from a few weeks ago. It's right here. It's right here. Wait. Where is it? Where's the rusticle? Rust. There. No, that's something else. Is there that many changes? This is the game. Isn't it like right here? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, it was using its name's Roblox compiler, and we switched to using my asset tool. Super cool. And then there's this whole deployment command here: compile, upload, place, and then the API key, and then all the settings and stuff. And then this is changed as well. This is like the development stuff. And then these are the changes to the source code. So this is how I signify the class name of a script. And then this is the old way. This is how its names tool did it. And then its names tool had the place template as a base64 string, but I just have that as an XML file. So when you decode that base64 string, it is exactly this file. And that's it. That's the changes to convert to my tool. It's very minimal changes. Havarti, this is Gouda. Leave for 2 seconds and he's got cheese. Why is the floor so reflective? Probably because it's at a oblique angle. So yeah, I used my work from 3 weeks ago today. It deployed, and I'm proud. I am proud to say that I use Rust. Coming out as using Rust. I am a Rust user. I am, what is it, Spartacus. This is not that great. Not sure why that happens, but it might need a map fix. I don't know if I can fix that. My favorite part about the game engine is that it runs at 1,200 frames per second. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. No circles. Oh. What was that? That's never happened. Oops. Yeah, this is supposed to be water, but there is no water. So what these blue things are is blocks that define where water is. And then there's a Roblox Lua script that runs when the map loads that fills the Roblox terrain with water where the parts are and then deletes the parts. But this doesn't run any scripts. It's pure Rust right now. It can't run Lua scripts. So it doesn't delete the parts. I will probably make a Lua interpreter thing that runs to convert the maps. So I won't have it run Lua in the game when you're playing the level, but when you convert it from Roblox to StrafeNet file, StrafeNet format, it will run Lua to as like a compatibility thing, and like I'll find some balance of what code runs. That's my plan, anyways. That's what I remember from my plan from 4 months ago. I was just trying to work on map files when I ran out of money and I needed to stop. Oh my god, I really want to get back to this project. The Rust rewrite of the API was definitely fun. I wonder if it will have any benefits at all to rewrite the API in Rust, or if there's only downsides, if like it will fail in mysterious ways randomly when I least expect it, instead of being the battle tested version. My plan is to run the Rust API on the map test places. So there will be bots on map test for like a month while I test out the Rust API. Basically, I want players to play the game and report bugs for the Rust API, so that I don't publish to the game and then it like deletes the entire database or something. I actually wrote code to delete the entire database for fun. Look at this, look at this. Where is it? If this code runs, it deletes the entire database. Oh, I thought I made it perfect. Oh, it's not a macro. Oh, it's a... Oh, list request. I did it wrong. Damn it. Or rather, it would overload the database and maybe even crash it. Why stream? But yeah, there's code that deletes the whole database. Let's go. Nice. Let's get that out of there. What to do? What to do? I can't really do much if I can't test the deployment. I just kind of gotta wait for its name. Probably the same thing that happened when I was testing it locally. So like, oh yeah, I am there. Oh, uh-oh. Mouse was frozen. So it said error. I think this is happening. Maybe the gRPC is a different version. I don't know. I would expect that the Google RPC would have a sort of backwards compatibility thing, and it wouldn't automatically refuse to connect if it's not the exact same version. But it could be that it just doesn't start. I think it's not starting. That's my expectation. Probably as we speak, it's in a loop trying to start the container. And it just doesn't start. But we'll never know until its name tells me. Uh. You know what I could do? Is I could open source the data store. Why not? Oh no, someone will make it better. Oh no. Oh no, someone's using the Roblox data store. Okay, so should I give it a cool name? Okay, what am I talking about? So in here, I have a data store. Is this imposter among us? So So you see, I got this module, right? The big thing with the data store module I made that wraps the Roblox data store is that you can ask it to make guarantees. So the Roblox things will fail randomly, and you can choose what behavior you want each request to have if there's an error. So let's say you have transactions that are spending in-game currency, and you need to check the balance and then purchase the thing. I guess that's not a good example because you'll always wait for the request. But like, let's say you had multiple database operations that depend on the previous ones, and you want to run them concurrently, or you want to submit them all at once, but you want them to run in order in this module. That's kind of contrived, I guess, but it can make that guarantee where requests run in order. Oh, you know what's a good one is changing maps on my game. But like I don't use this module. So like it doesn't know when the previous request has finished, but it wants them to run in order. So that, like, if you change map to A and then change map to B, what if the request took so long that it changed map to B and then changed map to A, and then it's out of sync? So you want it to be in order, even though the requests themselves didn't have any synchronization and did not communicate with each other. It just kind of like was like, all right, change the map. You can guarantee that they happen in order. So it is useful, but to think of an example, it was kind of contrived. And then this other guarantee that you can demand from the module. What's a better word? It's not request. You request it because, like, I don't know. It's ask. You can ask the module to guarantee that it reaches the data store. So, like, what if the Roblox promise? So what if Roblox's data stores go down for whatever reason, but the servers are still up? You can have it retry infinitely until it succeeds. And that's, like, there's no reason to do anything else, right? There's no reason to have, like, retry 3 times or something. Either you want it to succeed or you don't care if it succeeds. So, like, what if you are just checking the name of an item or something? Whatever. If it fails, I don't care if you get the name of the item in 5 minutes. The player isn't looking at the UI anymore in 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. So there's no need for a guarantee for it to reach the database. But then if you're spending currency, that request better hit the database. So that's what makes this module special, is it has these guarantees that are based on the one I have in bhop. I banged out this whole module in like a day. It's pretty crazy. It's based on a lot of existing code, mostly the bhop code with a custom database, but adapted to use the Roblox data store. So I have this really, really strict builder class that builds a request for this module. So I can find this. Enter. So this is how it works. Do it. So you create a new request. You say, use this data store in this scope. Use these flags. So I want this to guarantee the order. And then you use this query, get async key, and then request wait. So it kind of acts like a connection. I have wait and once. And then it gives you the answer. That's it. That's how to use that giant module. And if you do something wrong here, it kills you instantly. It's instant death. So you gotta watch out for that. It checks everything, right? It's like assert type equals string, assert does not equal nil, assert this, assert this. So if you try to set data store twice, it'll be like, nah. Even though that's like kind of a valid thing to do, it still detects it and goes, nah, you're doing something sussy. And I've never had anywhere near this level of success when using Lua. Like, anytime I want something to work the first time, I'm gonna do this, where it just like checks everything. All right, and my plan right now is to open source this. I'll be right back. Tommy was wanting this to be open source. Check it out. So it's really hot right now. I'm putting glasses in my fridge to like keep the drinks cold for a bit longer after it's poured. Just need a little sip. Oy, 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 oy. Tastes like condensation. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is make a new... I wanted to see, okay, what's the... Everyone was going crazy about this. Everyone is in 2 people. Profile service. No way. No way. 3 years ago. Bruh. It's got the Apache license. Okay, so what is this about? A personal license whose main conditions require preservation of copyright and license notices. Express grant of patent rights. Should under different terms and without source code. So that's the notable thing, is like you can patent it. Yeah, so you can use it in trademarked software. Are people trademarking their Roblox code? Like, I mean, I guess they used it here. Sticking an ice cube in milk. Okay, so on my thing, I did 2 licenses. Cool. Okay, so let's do it. So, okay, I wanted to name it. I'm not a big fancy namer. Alright, maybe ChatGPT can make something that I like. All right. What is a good name for a open source Lua data store module for Roblox? It's gonna say like Roblox store. The Lua. Open data Lua. No way. I could call it data store guarantees. Oh, request builder is actually not that bad, actually. I could call it request builder. Honestly, maybe I just call it request builder. Or maybe not, because like request is like HTTP. Data store guarantees. The killer feature of my module is that it provides guarantees to the caller. The caller can request a guarantee to retry until the request succeeds, and or guarantee the order of requests is the same as the order of submission. Maybe it'll come up with better names. Sure store, data guard, orderly data, Roblox Rella store. Garen data. Makes me feel smart for not paying attention. It's kind of like the you won't always have a calculator. Okay. Can I actually see the image, please? Lying ass teachers. You aren't always gonna have a calculator in your pocket. Old meme. Same vibe. Where like, you aren't always gonna have an AI that you can just ask any question. Well, actually. Name. Hello. I'm trying to open source some code for Roblox that I wrote. And I'm trying to choose a name. But I'm not a big like data guard type person. I kind of want to just call it data store. What is that? Is that a cheese? That is a cheese. Save that for later. No, that's going in the garbage. Maybe data store guarantees is it. Searching for your love. Bro. I should probably add this. Guarantee nothing. Bruh. Yeah. Data store guarantees. Data guard is better. Yeah, that's true. Guard is a stupid word for software, though. That's like, wow, this is gonna guard your data. That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to say, like, use this if you want a thin abstraction over the Roblox data store where, like, you can handle Roblox throwing errors at you without needing to, like, p-call it. And it's all because of you. Who's gonna stop me from just calling it data store? Okay, we're gonna copy some files. Who's got the files? We want RBX mesh. Oh, is that in the other place? Oh, okay. So we want license, put both of the licenses to here. And we also want the README, and I'll edit it. Okay. And then I'll open a editor here. Right. New folder, source, and inside that folder, get. So this is where it is, the mesh. Oh, wait. No, I'm chilling. We want to go to that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Okay, so there's 3 modules it needs. Data store source. Okay, so we need, I guess I'll just do the thing. New folder, replicated storage. Great. Shared modules. Did I call it shared modules? Oh, jeez. And then new folder, server script service. Server modules. Right. Okay, so now we want some files. We want le data store. Great. Copy. Here, I'll do this. Paste. And then we want replicated storage, shared modules, class, and ring buffer. To the proper place. Paste. Wow. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to like grab the comments and delete all the other files. I forgot about that. That sounds pretty fun. Maybe I'll work on that. That sounds kind of fun. I want to, because like there is history to this data store, and I think including that history in Git without any other files is a good idea. So there's 2 different places where I edited this. I edited it in the bottle game. That's where I initially made it, and I edited it in the Scream Stream game, and that's how it came to be like it is now. So I think including both of those histories is a good plan. Oy, 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 oy. How to do that? Okay, well, let's see. How to remove files from Git history. That sounds like we're removing secrets, right? Yeah, sensitive data, but it's just other data that must be private. It's not. You would have to rewrite history. Filter branch. Oh, this is the stupid. Okay. Okay, so I think I can include multiple files. Ugh. I was too scared. XD. Git. There is a long history of why Git filter repo. This is like a Git filter repo representative. Sigh. That's a different dude. Last week is good. Quickly rewrite history. Python. Oof. Poor performance. Python, imagine. Okay, so trivial rewriting. Entirely new history rewriting tools. Use my module. I wrote it in Python. Can I just get this? Easy. What is it called? Filter repo. Does this just exist? Oh, it's a official package. Sweet. Give me that. Nice. I got it. Okay. Git filter repo. Yeah, there it is. Help. Nice. Okay, cool. I didn't expect that. I thought it'd be an other package, but it's like, I guess that makes sense. Okay, destructively rewrites history. Refuses to do any rewriting unless either run from a clean, fresh clone or force was given. Clean, fresh clone. Clean, fresh clone. Oy, 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 oy. Okay. So, my idea, I'll make a comment like this. And then, oh my god, get, what is it called? Data store. So creative. Okay. So, oh, I'm gonna change the license or the README, I guess. Okay, so yeah, Lua. Examples. No way. And then I could copy this code. Right, it's right here. So this is not a Roblox mesh parser. This is a data store with guarantees. So a little description blurb. This module provides a this module. It's not one module. This project provides a an interface to Roblox's data store. Which can be requested to guarantee certain things. Properties. Make a request as soon as possible. And return the result whether or not it reaches the data store. And then we have adding an item to inventory system. This is the other example. And then the flags are at the top of this module. So probably want this one. Um, I mean, it's not really true. Um, okay, so now guarantee order. Requests. All requests with this flag run in a global in order of submission. In the same order they were called. And then guaranteed delivery. Now retry infinitely, indefinitely until the request succeeds. Global. Pending requests are queued and whatever. It's just a example. Wait method takes no arguments and locks execution. Returning the response. Cool beans. Okay. Great. Great. This crate. Potentially submitted for inclusion by this. Project? I don't know. Frickin'. Did I call it project up here? Project. Repository. No way. Okay, so I wrote some example stuff. Is that 2 spaces? No, that's a tab. Okay, cool. Okay, so initial comment. Put all the files in. Great. Great. So I'm going to read this. Hold on. Shared modules. That makes sense. This is doing shared modules. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now I want to publish this now, but then go find the code history, remove stuff that's not these modules, and then publish that as well. So it like shows the development history of the code. And then it'll change the history. Okay, so we go Baba Booey. We go here. Repositories. New repository. So what did I say? Data store with guarantees. Guarantee both. Hello. Order and delivery.
One plus two. It's as easy as 1 plus 2.
I am open sourcing some code of mine. I'm trying to do the due diligence to make it like useful with examples and a license and like add the code history from my other repositories. You can combine flags. README. Wow. Okay. So now add remote. Did I actually do it? No. Okay. Data store. Shoo-ba-doo-bop. Description is Roblox data store with guarantees. Wow. Wow. Okay, so do this, go here, do this, it's called origin. We do this, great. And then meow, great. We can do this. Now it's open source. Ah, jeez. Why didn't that go onto a new line? data store with guarantees. No way. So I have this code that says, do not guarantee delivery. We do not care what the balance is in 5 minutes. Simply try the request again later with another call to fetch balances. Wait method takes no arguments and blocks execution, returning the response. I guess the main interface is data store dot request builder. Is it? How did I do this? Request. Safely building data store requests. Safely, it's like for building with type checking. Request flags are accessed at data store dot request flags. Accessed like. Okay. How? Read me. Where? What? Where? Cool. Baba Booey. These examples have been doctored. It's not the actual code. Lie. Lie. I think I'm gonna add something to this. Guarantee that other currency updates happen in the same order. In order. Maybe the user just bought currency and the request is still in transit. Yeah. Cool. Other. I don't like the word other. Currency updates happen in order. A. Okay. Too late. So I was like, Tommy, what should I name the data store? No response. Data store. It's called data store. Ooh, it's called data store. Now you can use my code if you like. This module is the same one that's in Stream. Woo! Stream. Where's the game? There's 2,000 people playing it. Wow, it's the same code. That's crazy. Open source. Open source. Wow. My code is open source. Can you say the same? Yeah! Okay. I just hate how it does that. So now I want to inject the history without including all the other proprietary code. Proprietary. Absolutely proprietary. So we've got remotes. So we got bottle remote, and that is over here, the bottle game. And you cannot get this code because it's not open source. But I can because I wrote it. So over here, I add the URL and fetch. And there it is. There's the code. And it's not connected. Oh my god. Okay, so I want the code. So I'm going to check out this branch, and then I'm going to use the tool that I downloaded, this whatever it's called, git filter repo, and try to only include exactly these 3 files in all the updates. And then I'm going to do it again because I copied it over to a different module and edited it again. And then you'll be able to see the entire history of development of this module. So that's gonna be a big job, or a medium job, I guess. It's something I've never done before, at the very least. No way. Chip off the old block. Chic. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Okay, I already started. So here's the code. So create local branch. Woo. And then now, I think I'm gonna name it bottle. And then I can also add another remote. Scream. And then that is the scream code. Which is somewhere else. There it is. Only I can download this code. And that should show up here. I guess I'll make a branch for this. And this will be called screen. Okay, so now I have a bunch of code from my other projects that I do not want to upload. But I do want to try to filter out everything that I don't want to upload. So let's do that. So what are the examples of how to use this? Git filter repo, invert paths, path. Okay, removes the file from all comments in all branches. Removes the file. So I want the opposite. I want, okay, let's read this as well. So this is a command line tool, invert paths, invert the selection of files. So, this is only select files matching none of those options. Hold on, what's the structure of the bottle game? I forgot. Okay, so that one is exactly that. Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, boop. Open bottle. Uh-oh, okay. Bottle, it's not there. Oh my god. Bottle. Do it. Yes, that one. Go. Do it. Oh my god. Open. Okay, so what's the structure? So we've got shared modules, server modules. Okay, so it's the exact same structure, so that should be all good. I should be able to specify the path in full, and it's the same on all repositories. Presumably. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Big beans. Big beans. Okay. So, basically, I do not invert, so it's very simple. Filter repo, path, path, path. I have 3 files that I want to keep. So git, oh, we're not there. cd, oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay. Nice. Okay, git filter repo path source replicated storage shared modules class and then another one shared modules ring buffer I and then another one and that is in server script service data store. No, it is server modules data store. And presumably this will just do it. This will just do the whole thing. It'll clear everything out. Boop. Come on. Okay, refusing to destructively overwrite repo history since this does not look like a fresh clone. Okay. What I can do actually is remove the remotes so it doesn't overwrite those. I guess I have copies anyways. Delete. Delete. And then now it's local only. Force. That looks very promising. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh my. It filtered all branches. That's fine because I already uploaded. Oh, it removed the remotes. That was very destructive. But it did exactly what I wanted. So class module, ring buffer. So what is this? Bottle. Okay. Invent data store. Yep. That's when it was created. It even kept the date. Yeah. There's only data store in this. Fix ring buffer. That was a big problem. Avoid a table create using Veredix. I don't know if that's faster or not. Fix data store. Didn't know what to call it. I wrote the entire thing without testing it. And then I redid this. That was super cool. Okay. Subtle error. Ooh. And then this can get dropped. So this is like the stuff that's already there. Fix ring buffer. I think that's here. Is that the same comment? Oh, no, that's here. When is this? June 5th. This is also June 5th. So I updated both of them on June 5th. So these are different contents. So this is and warn. Okay, so these, yeah, okay. So these are the same. So what I could do is, okay, what about these ones? Oh my. Request a class. Ah, okay, so that doesn't include that stuff. Okay. So I didn't... Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is drop this comment and take this one and this one and this one, and then add on the ones from here, and then that'll be it. So let's do that. First I'm gonna pull from master. There's no remotes. Yeah, yes. Okay, where's my goober? There it is. Give me that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Can you please fix the chat? 0 something. That is not a bug. It's intended to do that. That happens when you are automatically moderated for getting a world record. You know Zed released for Linux. Have you tried it? Let me just alt tab. Yes. I've been using it for the past 3 days. And before that too. But I guess it's not obvious that I knew about it, so. Still a good comment. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm dropping some comments and adding some comments. Okay, I'm dropping this. Gabagoo. Okay, bottle. Checkout bottle. So this is like create branch. Getting, I guess. I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's do collect comments. Coom comments. Okay, so we're gonna drop this. And then cherry pick these. And then we want this. Yes, so cherry pick, add license, and readme, and then also cherry pick these. I see. Hold on. Why? Okay. Okay. So we can delete this branch And then we can call this master branch. And then force push over what is here. And there's no difference, notably, except there is all of this code history now. It'd be nice if these had the proper dates, but you can actually see them if you look here. So it has the correct date here, and then I added it there. Well, that was very successful. What a great tool. So this should be the same as this. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm just like triple checking. And there is no crazy files in here, right? There's no like all of my code. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't have any like stupid functionate budget check. Okay, well, there it is. Okay, so now this has code history. So instead of there being like 3 comments, there is 17 comments. So we go here. Does GitHub have a comment graph? I think it's this thing, right? Oh, wait, it's a linear comment graph. I'm stupid. Okay. Well, that was fantastic. Exactly what I wanted to happen happened. Why is there a knife in front of you? I was cutting cheese. I was eating cheese. OS. It is Linux. I am a big weirdo. I use Arch Linux, by the way. I'm just letting you know. Great. Well, that's great. My data store code is now open source. Feel free to use it in your projects and contribute back any changes you make. Notably, it does not implement, or it has server modules, data store. These queries are not enabled. Probably, I think that with this design, you could uncomment them and it would just work. Possibly. What DE are you using? Well, we can see that here. It's Sway. So the idea behind Sway is that it's a tiling window manager. So you can see here, there's 2 windows, and there is no window borders whatsoever because I configured it that way. There's a small outline by default, and so I have 2 windows open here. I'll close this. So here's my file browser. Wow, videos, documents. So yeah, so the idea behind tiling is that your windows occupy the entire screen. So if I close everything here and then I open a new window, said editor, it instantly occupies the entire space, and opening something new it continues to occupy the entire space. And then you can change like the layout and the size and stuff, but it's predictable where the window is going to open, and there's no overlap. Like you can do overlap. I think it's like, how do you do overlap? Is it this? No. I don't remember how to do overlap, but I don't use it. There is a way. You can have like floating windows, but the idea is to not have that. The idea is that it's very predictable how windows will open and where they will open and how much space they'll take up, so you can like work very quickly. And it takes a lot of getting used to. I'm not gonna lie. There's a huge upfront cost to like learn to use a tiling window manager, but for productivity, like it's amazing to be able to switch tasks to and just go exactly where you want to go, do exactly what you want to do. Like if I have another thing open here, if I open Z again, this editor, and I send it to this window, oh, these are different workspaces. So the cursor defines which application is focused. So if I'm typing G's here, moving the cursor, it refocuses which window is being has focus. So it's very good for like copy paste and stuff, and other work oriented tasks, because like you can do this, and it's great. But notably, it sucks for relaxing. I said this like an hour ago, because if you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, I need to change to a different place, you have to like reach over and press a hotkey instead of just like click. So very good for productivity, very bad for recreation. It's laser focused on a particular use case. And I love it for that use case. Enough about Sway. I think I don't have anything else to do. Been streaming for 3 hours. Hello. I open sourced my data store module. Wow. You can use the Apache license and patent your code, or you can use the MIT license and do whatever the hell you want. I think I'm gonna edit this a bit more. So I'll do like some backticks here because it'll make it a bit easier to read. Highlight enums. Let's see what that looks like. Nice. That's better. I think. Should I change this to be like... Let's try it. Do my idea. So what if I do like this? So this is like... Oh, but it wasn't on a new line. Oh my god, okay. So like this, and like this. So bad. So bad. My enter key is double pressing. Spaces. Spaces are good. My code has no spaces. Equals 3. Okay. Readability. Okay, let's see what this does. Do it. Ah. Formatting is hard. Zed has Luau LSP support, but you need a source map, Rojo source map. So I need to edit the asset tool to. Is that something I could do right now? The asset tool. It's like an entirely new task. Source map. I got an example source map. I really wanted to make the API work today, but I need its name to do it. Because I don't have any logs. Okay, I'm gonna make a little title for this. Let's try this. H. Okay, so now it says combining flags, how to use. Okay. Source map. So that doesn't work because it's not a Rojo project. Like I can do it. Go here. What was it? It's here. Sing. And we can just run that. Oh wait, default project JSON. Is that gonna work? Yeah. Requires a product file, but there is no product file. Wait a second. Wait a second. Who is that? Cool. Okay, so I edited the README to try to make it readable. Referred to below as request builder class. Started with GNOME with Arch to get used to it before making the huge shift to going directly to a tiling manager. You don't have to use a tiling manager. It's fun to try, or like you gotta sort of treat it as a fun thing, because like you'll be useless for a week. Like I don't have a taskbar. Nowhere on my screens is there a taskbar. Wow, really? No. We'll see. Already see my first pull request. Uh-oh. What did I do? I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Having this sort of code fragmentation where I have the same modules in multiple projects, and then also have the exact same project but multiple places. Like in the Stream game, there's the hub place and then the game place. So the hub place is just like a gathering of players, and then they go into a teleporter and it teleports them to the game place, and then the game place is where they actually play the game. But these share like a lot of code, and I have to maintain 2 different repositories for the code bases, and it sucks. I hate it. And then having this module, if this is like developed here, but it's used in the game, copy and back and forth is like stupid. I don't want to do that. So all of this makes me want. All this makes me want to make like a Roblox package manager. But I'm trying not to invest my time into Roblox. And that would just be the opposite of that. I would be like making stuff for the Roblox ecosystem. I would, man, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, it's a module. You have the dependencies, the dependency solver. It loads the files, it builds the place, it does all the stuff. But then like it's such a custom tool that like it needs the popularity of like npm to be a standard. And it also requires the same amount of work as like cargo npm to make. Like the amount of stuff that I would need to work around to make something decent for Roblox is insane. All just to avoid copy pasting. I hate the desynchronization. Like all of my places are desynchronized in terms of like what code is pasted on which place. I had this idea a year ago. Yeah, I want something that is just literally cargo, except for Roblox modules. You have like a public interface of like what are you allowed to access inside this module, what are the dependencies, and then it like loads everything in the order of the dependency chain and then like runs them one at a time, providing the dependencies in some standardized way, preloaded, so that you can have these modules of like data store, and then the data store can depend on the ring buffer module and the class module. And it doesn't need to be just one script. You can have like a bundle, like a Rust crate, and it does something, and you can have it provide multiple. Just use Rust. It's already there. It's already perfect. Ah! Stop doing Roblox. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. I don't really want to do the asset tool source map generation right now. I think I just want to chill for a bit, and then maybe I'll come back and stream the stream development. I'm a little bit sad that I couldn't test the StrafesNet new Rust API. I finished it last night, and I tried to make it. I tried to deploy it, and I just don't know what's happening because I don't have access to the deployment logs. So I can't really do anything without its name. So I'm just sitting here blind. It's disappointing because it was supposed to be exciting. Oh no, I was gonna do a thing. Oh, I forgot. Well, it's already desynchronized. Already got a new thing. Oi. Wait. Is that in the other code as well? Wait. Hey, hello. Oh my god, it is. Embarrassing. Int. Do it. This is a stupid change. Move it down. So that this one was the last change. Whatever. You look and sound like Inferno Plus. I've never heard of that person. Someone told me I looked like the Deep from The Boys. And I was like, oh, I guess I can see that. It's funny. Gosh, I love fish. Okay. Great. This was a huge success. Okay, I guess I'll stop streaming and come back either later today or tomorrow when its name helps me get the log information I need. Yeah, a little bit disappointing, the launch of the much anticipated game RPC Rust code, but it'll happen. We'll get there. Yep, I'm gonna end the stream. See you tomorrow.